I lay me down, let's get this off my chest first. Excerpt of my life, I call it my next verse. I'm stressed, keep it in perspective, I'm an expert about this Northwest way of life, hey, it could end worse. Welcome in, everyone. This is episode number 6 of UpLeft State of Mind. This is the podcast where it's okay to not be okay. It's the show that unpacks the pressure, the pain, and the process from mental health struggles to finding your identity, the healing process, and even ways that we can grow as individuals. There's no filters, there's no fluff. It's just raw conversations with people who are learning how to hold it all together or learning how to let it all go. I'm your host, Rizzle, and whether you're tuned in from somewhere inside the beautiful Pacific Northwest or anywhere else, this is your safe space. It's a place to breathe, and it's a place to remember it's okay to not be okay. Let's get into it. Like we usually do, I want to start off with a little self-check before we get into things. So been feeling good lately, still kind of stressed out about work, but that's normal. Kind of worried about a friend right now, going through some tough times, and so that kind of weighs on me. But you know, that's just part of life, and we just learn to deal with those things the best we can and be there for those that need help whenever we can give it to them. Other than that, I'm super stoked about the episode today. I'm excited about having my guest here. Let's just introduce him. He's a good friend of mine. He's been a friend for a long time. We've done a lot of music together. It doesn't seem like a long time, really, but man, life just goes by, and we've shared a lot of cool moments, and I'm really interested to hear his perspective on things today. And so, yeah, we have Mposter with us, and I'd like to bring him on right now.
What's up, everybody?
How we doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Cool.
Not too terribly.
Thank you for coming on today, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. So let's just start off. Why don't you tell us just a little bit about yourself, what you do for a living, what you're all about?
So, professionally, I would like to say I'm an installer. I do installing appliances and home theater, TV stuff for Best Buy and Lowe's. That's my preferred profession.
Okay.
I'm also currently the cook at a strip club, so there's that as well.
Okay.
But
all right.
Yeah.
But both ends of it.
Both ends of it. Yeah. It's kind of interesting.
That's cool.
I think that sex work is real work, so no judgment there.
Oh yeah. Cool. So let's see here. What is your this podcast is about mental health, and what is your history with mental health? I mean, we all have. My history is depression, anxiety, panic disorder, PTSD from my panic disorder. What have you dealt with as far as mental health wise? I mean, are you one of the lucky ones? Have you been missed by those lovely things?
No. I don't. I mean, is there really any of the lucky ones would be my question.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the name imposter spawns from I really do have a lot of imposter syndrome. I mean, I'm an Army brat, and I was constantly the new kid for the first half of my life. We moved around to different countries, different states, and so developing deep, long friendships wasn't necessarily a thing early on. So I've always kind of had that need to fit in, fear of missing out, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And as an artist, I remember when I first started coming to the ground up shit, feeling I was, this little kid looking up to the big boys have been doing it for 10, 15 years. It took me quite a while actually to feel like an equal or a peer rather than the student.
Yeah. Imposter syndrome it's a real ass thing. I feel that's crazy that you said that's where your name comes from, because I feel that so much too. And it's in everything that I do. It's not just music. It's not just I'm out there doing landscaping, and I'm am I telling this person the wrong things, or am I, but it's like, dude, no, like I know this shit, like this is
Yeah.
well, this is what I do, like, you know, but I'm still like just everything. Like I walk into a show and after, you know, I've been doing this music for so many years, and like I walk into a show and I'm still like, do I belong here? Like, are they gonna look at me like I don't belong here? You know, like
all the time. Like when we went to that show in was it not Detroit, Denver, at the Red Barn.
yeah.
And we walked in and we were like just four
Dude,
raggedy little white kids.
like downtown Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like everybody looked at us like, what the fuck are they
Uh-huh.
doing there? I mean, afterwards they all fucking thought we were cool and shit, you know.
Yeah.
I think Stormy's the one that really stood out because he had that like curly blue hair,
Uh-huh.
little cat tattoo on his face.
Yeah, I remember being in the bathroom of that place. I went and used a fucking bathroom, and I like took a picture. I took a mirror selfie, you know, on tour, and I was just like, man, I felt that too. Like then, I'm like, dude, it's so rough to do a show at a place where it's not just made for people to consume the show. Like if people are at like a bar show or something where people are there to eat food and fucking listen to some like music on the jukebox or whatever, and then like we got these dudes coming in there, and it's an uncomfortable feeling for me always, no matter what, still to this day. Like, are these people, am I ruining, which is, and it's such a stupid thing, but like, you know, God.
Oh yeah, no, for real. Like I get stage fright to this day. And I mean, I grew up doing like a lot of theater and stuff, so I didn't really get stage fright with that. But I think it's because the eyes are like spread amongst multiple people, you know. Whereas I actually started doing karaoke to get over my stage fright.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's just going to be me, arguably, as doing hip hop. You know, a lot of times it's not like I got a whole fucking crew of people behind me fucking risen me up, you know.
Yeah, no, it's
So I mean, I still to this day, I mean, we did that show at the Shack, and I was fucking nervous as shit. And I'm like, I know 80% of these people, they all like my music, and I'm still like, don't fuck up. And of course, then you fuck up.
Yeah. No, it's funny. Like I've talked about that in the episode, one of the previous episodes about that show. Like I walked in and I'm just like, immediately I'm looking, and there was like a couple people that immediately caught my eye. Every time I like go to a show and I go into the venue, there's immediately a few people where I'm like, this guy's gonna judge me. You know what I mean? And then it's like it ends up being that guy that comes up to me and is like, yo, like you used to rap with he goes, you used to rap with that Kid Cry, huh? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, oh bro, you're hard as fuck. Like I fuck with, and I'm like, okay, like cool. This is, and so it's just like, dude, get out of my own head, you know, like,
yeah, getting out of your own way is the hardest fucking thing, I think, for me at least.
Yeah,
I still don't feel like I fit in, and these are my people. You know, these people are like a lot of times just ride or die right off the right out of the gate, like David and Morticia.
Yeah,
dude. Those two just they take a bullet for you.
Dude, seriously, like they got me a blazer hat one time and like brought it to the show. They're like, here, we got you this hat, and like they always come to the shows and support, and like, yeah, that's cool. Let me tap in with chat real quick just to make sure that before we get too far into it, make sure our volumes are good and shit. Kenny Johnson, what's up, homie? He says, what's up, imposter? And he also says, I'm a no given type of guy. I don't know what that means.
I feel like I need more information on that. I should
have read that right when that one happened. But how, Kenny, let me ask you. Oh, you just learned that all thoughts are not facts. Yeah, dude, actually, like, man, it's crazy. If you live your life like trying to believe every fact or every thought that goes through your brain, like you will tear yourself apart in an instant. Yeah, that sucks. Can you hear imposter? I know you can probably hear. I think my mic is okay. I just want to make sure that he's good before we, it doesn't matter what I'm saying, but I want to make sure we can hear our guest. But thanks for being here, Kenny. You've been here every time, and I really appreciate that. So what kind of outlets do you have to like channel your emotions?
Well, I mean, it's always been writing. My mom, I remember at a very young age, said that if you take and live your negative life down on paper, it comes out less in the real world. and that really resonated with me. And I mean, eventually it filtered into me writing hip hop music. Originally I was writing like stories and like high fantasy bullshit, and then it eventually, I remember years and years ago I was playing in a metal band, and it was when everybody was metal or nothing. Everything will be metal.
Yeah.
And I wrote this song and I performed it like just to one of the guitar players, and he's like, you should write hip hop. And I was like, fuck you. Like, I love hip hop, but I was like, no, I'm writing metal, man. And he's like, nah. And years later, turns out he was right.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was reading it. He said, "Yeah, you guys both sound great." Cool. Yeah. So, and it's I can totally, like, from listening to your music, I can tell that you were a writer first.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. Like, your style of writing and your vocabulary and shit. It's like it's like a fucking it's like an old school poet or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I definitely value lyricism over like flow speeds, I guess. Like, I don't get me wrong, there's some quick ass rappers out there that got it,
right.
But it makes me think of that Slug line where he says, all I did was try to confuse him and get him to laugh. And I'm like, yeah, I guess a little bit. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes I use language that might need a fucking lexicon.
Bro, I've had to look up a word or two that you said before. I'm like, what is that word? And I'm like,
you said that when I said troubadour in
Okay.
that song we wrote in Colorado.
Yeah, man. What a trip that was. I'm still pissed that I left my Bluetooth speaker down by that river when we shot one of the music videos.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Did anything with
Aaron's got to have that footage somewhere. Like, he keeps fucking everything.
At least for like just some behind the scenes footage or something.
Yeah, we did. The story of that trip could make a movie.
Yeah.
It'd be farcical, but it'd be good.
Definitely some ups and downs. I still have I have a picture somewhere, and we're in the hotel in Whitehall, and Aaron is in the fucking chair, and he's got his feet up, and he's got a trucker hat on, and like, I don't know what he was wearing. Like, it's like a reflective vest, like sweatshirt or something, and like bright yellow, and then like blue sweatpants and like boots or something. And he's just like, we're just snowed in, dude. And he's just like, we like didn't sleep in a day. And man,
almost dying on a highway.
That was crazy. I had my arms on the guardrails and my feet on, no, I had my feet on the guardrail and my arms on the damn van, just trying to support it so that we could drive up this icy road and it on the freeway, and it wouldn't like slide into the, I guess we went over like the biggest mountain pass in Montana during the biggest like snowstorm that they'd had in a while.
Would have been nice to know.
In a minivan.
Yeah.
With no chains or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one stopping to help us.
Luckily, a dude, when we made like two semis, fucking have to stop, and they got stuck too. And then he comes back, the driver came back, and he was all pissed, and he was like bitching to us about us, but he didn't know that it was us that he was bitching to.
Yeah. It's like some fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh man, they sound terrible.
They got us stuck too. Like, that sucks so bad. Is there anything we can do to help you? Like, oh man. So writing's a good thing. Journaling, I think a lot of people like that same thing. You know, you put the words and the thoughts out on paper, and it just like kind of gets it away from, gets it out of your mind. You can materialize it there instead of just holding it in. I really recommend journaling for people if they haven't tried it yet, and if they have I feel like you got a lot of shit going on, a lot of stuff jumbled up in your brain. Like, just grab a piece of paper, write it down. It works good. I've done it in relationships too, where like maybe it's hard to convey your thoughts to someone. Savannah and I have done this before in the past, so like I'll write her like a little letter, and we kept a journal for a while. We don't do it anymore, but and then I would write her a letter and like tell her how I feel, because it's hard for me to talk sometimes in person, and then she would read it, and we would just keep it in like one spot, and then so like just periodically you kind of go in there, like look and be like, oh, there's something new in the fucking journal, and it was cool. It really helped us. So I don't know, people, maybe try that. Try if you have trouble communicating with a loved one or something.
Yeah, I've actually, known quite a few people that have a harder time saying things out loud. I feel like that's the norm. It's a lot easier if you write your ideas down and organize them, because, like you said, don't always believe your first thoughts.
Yeah.
Sometimes what you think immediately in like a snap reaction isn't how you actually feel.
Oh man,
it's just what came out of your stupid mouth.
So
and
many
then you
times.
say something dumb.
Yeah, so many times I have to, I'm like, okay, I'll read a text or like something, something, and I'm like, hold on, give me, I'm gonna give myself like 5-10 minutes before I respond to this. Like, I know you just got, because I'm super I react off emotion a lot, and so I'm just like, yo, chill, bro.
What's
like,
that like?
Yeah,
yeah. My girl's actually really good at that. Like, she'll get frustrated and be like, I just need a minute. I'm gonna organize my thoughts, and then we'll talk about it. And I'm like, I respect that. Like, honestly, like, it can be frustrating if they take forever.
And some people are tough too. Some people don't like that. They're like, I gotta
do it now.
Yeah. And so, like,
if we don't talk about this, I'm going to die.
Yeah. And you got to like find that balance too. And that's tough. That's part of like just navigating a relationship with someone who has completely different needs than you.
Yeah. I mean, no two people communicate the same. Like,
yeah. So speaking of relationships, how has your history with mental health like played a role in your relationships?
Are we talking like person, just any kind of relationship?
Yeah. I mean, or like I don't know, like relationships, like with a significant other.
Well, I'm a very empathetic person. Like, I kind of feed and live off other people's emotions around me, and it can really help, honestly, with other people. So that whole, I can help them out. I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. I can have someone come to me with a problem that's identical to mine, give them great advice. They'll walk away happy, and I'm like drained from it. I think it works really well. Like, I'm really good at making friends and decent at keeping them, because I can. I put them a lot of times. I put them first. I think a lot of it comes from the fact that my mom had me when she was 15, so I was like her friend, as well as her child. And I have a lot of that super what do they call it, superhero syndrome, or I try to save the day a lot.
Okay.
Right. And it's I've had to actually like take a step back and think about how it's affecting me negatively, because I'm willing to take on everyone else's struggles, and
it's so tough sometimes.
I love it though. It's a double-edged sword. Like, I like the feeling that I get from helping another person, but then I tend to take it home with me.
Right. I talked about that last episode with Josie that was here, and because she's a massage therapist, and I was like, how do you like have the mental strength to take care of yourself after you like spend all day long, like, and it's not just talking to people, but like, I don't know, like massaging people, like you got to take that energy from them, and so like if people come in and so totally, like it's you got to guard yourself, because if you give too much, then you're just not gonna have anything for yourself, and it's fucking easy to do that.
Yeah.
What about the like imposter syndrome? Do you feel that at all, like in like your relationships or something?
Constantly. Yeah. Like, I mean, the relationship I'm in now is probably the healthiest one I've ever been in, communication wise, and like honesty,
Mhm.
clarity, you know, the ability to discuss things. And it's new, but I still find myself being like, why me? You know, like why are you with me? Like, what about me? You know, and I try not to say those things out loud.
Right.
I know I do, but
You're like,
I
what's the
try not.
catch? Like,
Yeah, when's the other shoe drop?
yes.
You know, and uh she's really patient about it, which is great, because I know that that can get frustrating. I'm not like the partner that's like the what's wrong? What's wrong? You
Bro,
okay? What's wrong? What's wrong?
I am so sorry, Savannah. I just all the time, constantly. She'll just look at me and she'll be like, I'll look at her and she'll be like, nothing's wrong. And like before I even say anything, and I'm just like, shit.
Cheers.
Shit. Yeah.
Cheers, Savannah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things actually that I really enjoy about my current relationship is the anticipating each other's needs.
Mhm.
You know, like trying to foresee what might become an issue, or you know, something that
Mhm.
they might need, just like trying to think ahead
Yeah.
to not get to the point where it's a negative reaction,
Right.
or an argument or a misunderstanding.
It's cool to be able to have that kind of relationship where like the communication is just like locked in, and like um you can really like feed off each other positively instead of like trying to just constantly navigate like some form of drama or miscue, or it's something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy for you, man. That's really cool.
Trying not to create issues
Right.
when there's none there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
we were gonna talk a little bit about like being in a relationship with was it being in a relationship with someone with different traumas than you? It was what you wanted to talk about?
oh, I was just like,
or that you threw out there that we could
yeah, the navigation of just being two different people with
Mhm.
different pasts, you know, which is everybody.
Right.
You're not going to just be like, oh, we had the exact same experience, and so this is all a cakewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ability to or not the ability, I guess, but trying to navigate your own feelings while respecting and trying to acknowledge theirs.
God, I fucking relate to that so much, dude.
It's difficult. It's super difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's also, it's part of the journey, but like when they've gone through something that you can't empathize with it because you haven't gone through it. You can sympathize as best you can, but and then you find yourself getting frustrated because you want to understand, but you can't. Like, short of going through it yourself.
Right. And you get frustrated and you're like, hey, why are
Mhm.
you like, hey, you're acting like this. And they're like,
Right.
I know I am. And I'm like,
And then you're like, I'm an asshole.
damn it. Like I see that. But then it's like, it's cool because you have to find way, because you still have to talk about those things,
Yeah.
and so you just have to find ways to communicate, like, hey, when this happens, like I want to be there for you in this way, or I feel like maybe if you did this, it's tough. I like going through this. I'm trying to talk about it without just putting my whole shit on blast, because I feel like I've been like, I go through this with Savannah with stuff because she's been through so much with people in her life, in close relationships. And so I definitely like just trying to navigate that, and like even in Vegas, I had to deal with that a little bit, like in a sense of like, I feel like I grew from it because I learned how to navigate it a little bit, and I learned how to I recognized what she was like, what would happen when certain things would happen. I recognized how it would affect her and how she would act about it. And then recognizing like how it made me feel, and then being like, yo, cool. Like you might be frustrated, but listen, like let's tell her, hey, when this happens and you feel this way, I want you, like, you need to be like this instead of, like, she doesn't like to be in people. She feels like she's in people's way all the time. And so, like, just this basic, simple example.
Bullshit, Savannah. I
And
fucking love you.
and so, like, and in Vegas, there's mad people everywhere, you know? And so, like, but she, we would be trying to walk through stuff, and she would, like, try to get out of my way too.
Right.
And I'm like, I had to tell her, I'm like, hey, this is one place where, like, I was like, I don't like it when you get out of my way. It makes me feel bad, like, and it makes me feel like I've treated you in a certain way,
right,
that makes you want to just, like, need to get out of my way when I get close,
right,
and shit. And, like, that's like that sucks. And but I know it's not me, it's things from her past.
Yeah.
And so, like, I was like, hey, this is one place where that, like, you don't need to be, you need to be in my way.
Yeah,
like,
I want to be your.
We're in the bubble together. And she's like, okay, well, just tell me that.
Yeah.
Tell me that I need to be,
like, I want to be your safe space.
Yes, exactly.
And don't run away from me too. Like, let's run away together.
Right. And so I told her that. I was like, hey, especially here in Vegas, like, we're trying to navigate people and all this stuff. Like, yeah, like, you don't ever get out. Like, if anything, like, bam. And then, like, and then, you know, and then some other things too that were, like, just simple stuff with that. But, like, it's cool. I felt like we really grew a little bit, and I understood some more things about how I can just be there to help her when she feels those ways, you know.
Right.
It's like, that's kind of what it's about.
Yeah, being with someone who's gone through trauma with their exes specifically, like, not going to talk too much about it because I don't know what I'm cleared to talk about here, but my girl had some shitty exes, you know, and like, it's interesting seeing that, like, surprise on their face when you act differently than that person. Like, they're like, huh, is this what it's like? You know, and not that I'm perfect or anything, but I try to be good to my partners, you know. I try to be thoughtful and, like, conscientious and just aware of their struggles. And, you know, I know some of it, you know, it's going to take time to
right,
find all the puzzle pieces, figure it out. But, you know, like, it's interesting seeing that on someone, when someone, like, genuinely is surprised by you being genuine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That's, and it kind of makes you feel good too. You're like, hey, it makes you feel like you get a kind of a sense of pride a little bit. You're
like, yeah, I feel really good. Fuck that guy though.
Yeah.
But I feel really good.
Right. Like, you deserve this.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm giving you this. It
sucks that, like, I'm pissed that this is a first for you.
Yep.
But I'm also glad to be the one to be the first.
Yeah. Kenny Johnson says, I can relate to this so much because I'm actually going through that right now. Not in a bad way. It's just a different way. Yeah, man. It's just about, like, finding, I'm assuming you're talking about the relationship thing and just kind of navigating traumas and stuff. It's just kind of about understanding and just figuring out ways that you can, like, be there. It's tough. It's tough to be there without being, like, overly, like, I'm here for you. Like, what do you need? Like, just tell me what, you know, but still being supportive and finding ways to understand, like, you know,
try not to be aggressively empathetic. Like, try take it slow.
Empathy's rough too.
You can be over. Yeah. It's like, I mean, I've talked about it a lot. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm simultaneously not enough and too much.
Yeah.
In relationships, you know, and I've been with people that, like, the thing that I got a lot, and it kills me every time. And also, it's very sexist when my partner will say something like, this isn't my current partner, by the way, this is experiences from before, where they'll say, like, I feel like you're the woman in the relationship because I'm willing to talk about my feelings. Meanwhile, they're bottling the fuck up.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, first of all, I don't think it's a gender specific thing to be willing to talk about your feelings.
No, I think it's been portrayed that way.
Yeah. The man's supposed to be stoic and I was raised by women mostly. So, like, I don't know how to be that.
6 days, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I was with my mom all the time. Like, yeah, dude, I wear my emotions on my sleeve, but, like, I feel like it's made me a better person.
Yeah. Agreed. Not being the the stereotypical cis male fucking archetype is I had struggles because of it, but in the long run it's made me a better more well-rounded individual, I
Yeah.
think, in relationships.
Yeah. I mean, I talked about it a little bit. I don't think it was one of the past episodes, but I coming home from Vegas and me and Savannah were talking, and we were talking about one of my buddies that passed away, from like that I met on Discord playing Call of Duty.
Oh
You know,
shit.
and I'd never met him in real life.
Right.
But
Became a friend.
But for 4 years, you know, every day, bam, 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 you know, that was us and shit. And so, and bro, I had to pull over and like I started, but she's like, oh, you get sweat in your eye, because it was like hot as fuck while we're driving. And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh my god, like, you know, because we were just talking about it like so nonchalantly, and then I'm just like, yo,
I need a minute.
That got heavy, bro. And then yeah, I had to pull over, and but she was like, I'm glad that you, or I love that you just will cry or whatever, you know, but like, dude, fuck, I'm not holding that shit in.
Fuck
like,
no, that's dude. So it's not healthy, man. That's why men only used to live to their 40s and shit.
Dude, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I
even dude, even my dad, who is notoriously a hard ass, like, that's one thing I'm really glad, like, of all the things he told me, he's like, any man who told you he doesn't cry is a fucking liar. He's like, never be ashamed to be vulnerable. And that, yeah, like, I have quite a few friends that are, one of my best friends is, you know, in the last couple of years he's kind of let loose a little bit more, but his family was always like, you be a man, you don't cry, you be tough, and it was crippling for him, you know. He had to always be, he was always in fights, he always had to be the tough guy motherfucker. And
it's, yeah, like, why? I mean, you know, you can still be the man of the house and the provider and whatever you need to be, and in touch with your emotions, and you know what, you'll be a lot more healthy for
it. Don't be one of these Andrew Tate motherfuckers out here, like,
yeah,
not
wild.
Yeah, like, just it's not bad. It's good to be weak and or fragile and be able to. It's good if you can find someone that lets you be that.
Yeah,
because I've been with people that don't.
They don't want that.
They don't want that, and I don't get to be who I am. And you should never have to be someone different to be with someone.
No.
If you're wasting your time, if you're with someone and you can't be you, then you probably shouldn't be with that person. You know, you always temper yourself. Like, you don't need to be like, you still need to, like, sand off the edges, you know, because you're not perfect either.
Yeah.
But if you gotta, like, just not be yourself and hide your personality, then
you have to be able to be, like,
kick
genuine.
rocks.
Do you tell your, like, how would you go about, like, letting your partner know about your traumas? Like, how is that something you do, or
we do mushrooms?
Okay.
That's not the only thing, you know, like, we just try to communicate and stuff, but honestly, some magic mushrooms really is like I don't want to say truth serum, but, like, if you're in a good place and you're in a good space with someone who is also in a good space, it's like you see into each other a little bit more. It's like freeing, and we kind of just let it all out. Like, you know, if the conversation comes up, like, don't be afraid to explore those avenues.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, people use microdosing for mental health.
It really helps with the synapses of your brain. Like, psilocybin's crazy. There's a new study I was just reading recently, not to turn this into a TED talk on psilocybin, but apparently enough psilocybin will basically erase your id, or your super ego, like, and give it like a soft reset. I was just gonna say, like, your personality developing, and it leads to people being according to the study, able to be more perceptive to change and, like, new experiences. So, like, you know, you can be an old dog that can't learn new tricks, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I'm really open to this.
What's that one shit that people do now? ashwagandha or some shit like
Oh,
that.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what.
Ayahuasca.
Oh, ayahuasca.
Ashwagandha, bro.
Oh, ayahuasca.
Ashwagandha.
I did.
I just made something up.
Ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha, bro.
That hasn't been discovered yet.
Hell yeah, it's the next one.
The next one that gets discovered that needs to be named ashwagandha. Good thing we have this on tape because I'm gonna want to remember that word.
I'm dead, bro.
That's clearly from Africa.
For real, for sure.
Ayahuasca. I did ayahuasca once. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. I did ayahuasca once, and it was I had my ego death.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a lot.
I know a guy that will take you on the fucking journey.
Yeah.
He will. Yeah.
Be your party leader.
Yep. I know a guy.
Your sage.
I know a guy that'll guide you. Yeah.
Interesting. But he's a real chill guy.
Yeah, he's
just, hey man.
Yeah, I mean it's not something that I would do. Like
I wouldn't do it again.
My panic disorder has made me like I can't do drugs. Dude.
Right.
Like, I can't do it. Like that's just not for me.
I mean, I've never done hard drugs, but I did have a minute where I thought, well, mushrooms were cool. Maybe I'll try this. And yeah, the once was good, more than enough for me.
Was that was you were there at that festival we did?
Oh yeah, the Hemp Fest.
Yeah,
where every single small little backstory on this. We got invited to what was advertised to be this huge music festival, and apparently had you gone the year before too? Because I know. So Aaron had gone the year before, and it was like out in the woods, kinda, and there was like a bunch of camping areas, and there was like I think 12 bands slated to go.
It was supposed to be,
including me, Ryan, and Aaron, Cody Nash, formerly That Kid Cry. We were all gonna just do this huge festival, right? Well, every single band, I'm not exaggerating, every single band except for us canceled. So all of a sudden there's a bunch of people there for this weed festival and no entertainment other than us. And we're like, well, no pressure. And they basically just were like, whenever you want to go up, go up. And it was cool. We actually knocked it out of the park on that one. There was these like old hippie ladies there, and we started doing that. Me and Aaron started doing this song called "God Bless the Government," and it's farcical. It's ironic. We're making fun of the government.
It's funny when I see you guys perform that song and people don't get you. People miss
people miss that part. Yeah, like these old hippies definitely missed it at first because it sounds like we're like, yeah, praise the politicians.
Yeah.
So they start walking away, and then they hear us, start talking shit, and they're like, oh, and they come back to the front of the stage. Yeah. And we watched it happen in real time. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did mushrooms. You didn't take them though, did you?
No, me and Savannah watched you guys.
Oh, yep. Okay, that makes sense.
That was our entertainment.
That's when I wrote the second verse to pass on through. I don't remember writing that. I went and sat in the front of the van. The headlights were on, and no, the headlights were off. And I'm sitting in the front of the van. It's dark out side. And when I picked my phone up, it looked like Tron. Like the lights were flying at me. And I remember trying to type, and like I had to like touch each button.
Yeah.
And I don't remember I know I was writing. And I don't remember writing it. It was the next day on the ride home, actually, that I was like, oh, what nonsense did I write? Awesome. And it ended up being like,
people love that.
That verse is. I got real fucking metaphysical on that one. Yeah, talking about Sun Tzu and shit. Yeah,
that's we shot the video for that while we were stuck in Whitehall, Montana, snowed in. Andrew Hunt, what's up, buddy? Let's go. That's one of my Discord friends right there. Welcome in, man. Thanks for stopping by. So can we briefly talk about like a dark time in your life? Like I like to go into this part by saying I don't like to stir up trauma, but I like to set the stage as much as we can so that if somebody that sees this can relate to the trauma that you went through, they can see the tools that you used to get yourself out of it, or to attempt to get, because like some, some, I say to get yourself out of it, but some people like aren't all the way out of their dark time yet,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean? And so it's like what, yeah, what, if you don't mind,
Well,
I don't like to, it's a tough balance for me, because I want to go into what makes people heal, but it's I like to make sure that I like say like we're only going as far as you want to go,
right.
to the guest.
Well, and I have a specific dark time, but it would be a trigger warning for suicide.
And that's okay, and we can talk about that, because I googled it, as long as, and I mean, we're not going to glorify it or anything like that.
Absolutely
so
not.
we have no worries there.
I've lost too many friends to that to glorify it.
If you yeah, no, I think that was more of a disclaimer for YouTube.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, if you want to, like, I would love to just kind of hear what that was like for you.
So, as I said, I was an Army brat, right? When we finally settled back down in Oregon, we were poor and we lived in motels. 2 years of my life, I think we lived in motels, and I mean legitimate motels, like 2 beds, same room, with me, my mom, my dad, my little brother. And he was little enough that he was in a crib, most of it, if not all of it. But I remember at one point, my dad at the time was still heavily into drugs, whereas my mom has never even been drunk. So, I got those 2 extremes.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, so my mom, the motel we lived in had an attached around the back of the building, like, video store that you could go rent videos to watch with the family or whatever, right? So my mom took my little brother, went on a walk to the grocery store and to get the movies or whatever. And I was just super depressed. I felt like I was the reason that my parents were struggling. And bear in mind, I'm 12, going through these existential crises. And my dad, trigger warning, if you don't want to hear about attempted suicide, skip ahead. But my dad had a pistol under the bed. I pulled the gun out, I put it to the side of my head, and I pulled the trigger, and the bullet misfired. I was raised by Republicans, so I know how to work guns. I pulled that bullet out, and I looked at it, and the pen was hit. That bullet was a dud.
So it was like,
it was fate. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sheer dumb luck.
Something greater than what was happening at that moment.
Yeah, and I've never told my parents about this. I took that bullet, I threw it away, I hid it, like I put it in toilet paper and threw it away. I put another bullet back in the gun. I put the gun back where it was. I cried, and I never told my mom about it. She came back like 20 minutes later, and I think I started, as I was forced to be old, like an adult before I was an adult in a lot of ways. And I did a lot of thinking on that, and just thought, like, my mom would have had to come home to that. Like, that would have killed her. Like, it would. And I don't want to say suicide is selfish, because I don't believe that. But I would have felt selfish, like if I could be my ghost watching my mom find me like that.
Yeah. Man.
And that, I mean, I've never tried it again. I swore at the time to God, I was heavily religious. And I haven't. I've had moments, because everybody does, but I think about that moment, and like, I don't want to tempt fate a second time.
Yeah, that's so. That had to. How did that stick with you for, like, I mean?
Oh, it's still here. Yeah, no, all the time. And recently, within the last year, I have 3 different friends that have killed themselves. And the other day at work, there was this dancer talking to a customer and like being like, yeah, if you're gonna kill yourself, and just being real callous about it. And like, I don't care, nobody cares, it's selfish to want to keep those people here. And I'm like, I don't think that's the right way to look at it, you
No,
know?
that's it's so crazy. Like I know uh, so many people that aren't here anymore, or that have gone through something like that, and or have had those thoughts, and like just like what I was talking about last episode, like about the feeling hopeless and stuff. When you feel that hopeless like that, it's just, I was trying to say, that's not the end. It's like that's the beginning, because you have to really hit rock bottom before you can go forward. And so the feeling of being hopeless like that is just a sign that it's like ready, it's time to go, and there's new things to, and it, people don't know, you don't know that in the moment, and so like that's why I'm trying to tell people, that just it's,
you are not alone. Like I say that a lot to people, you're not alone. In film and literature, that's called the all is lost moment. And it's where everything seems like nothing can possibly get worse, and then you start to rise out of it.
Yeah.
Just to face the, because you can hit rock bottom and still bring a shovel.
And you also have to be willing to, like, once you get that bad, you have to be willing to or that low, I should say, not bad. I don't want to make it a negative thing to have those feelings, but you kind of got to be willing to, like, make a bit of an effort to get out of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it's not that at that point it's not going to happen like on its own. And so you really got to like be positive and try to make that first step, and it's
reach out to people.
Yeah.
I struggle with that. Like, I'll take everybody's struggles on myself, but then I have a hard time asking someone else for help. And I feel like a lot of people do that. It's a lot easier to give the help than it is to ask for it.
Even like just in a relationship too, like with minor things, like it just, you feel so much better, like just communicating and speaking up and like, hey, I kind of feeling like this, like, and then it's like just the weight off your shoulders.
It feels physical.
It's yeah. Kenny Johnson says, wow, thanks for the vulnerability, Mposter. Yeah, it's cool that we can like talk about. I really appreciate you opening up about that, just so that people can see that, like, it's not the end,
Yeah.
and we can rise up from times like that.
Yeah, I mean that it was, I had my darkest moment at 12 years old, and not that I haven't had any since, but that one, I always go back to that one because I should be dead.
And it's just like, yeah, I mean, what can you already have that, you've already conquered that, like, so like what I want to put a spin on it here and go positive for a minute. What's one of your greatest triumphs in life? I like to talk about the traumas and stuff, but then I also like to lift people up. And
I got my LLC.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've been doing the business, on my own, but under my uncle's insurance and his business license for so long. It felt like a big accomplishment. Like a turn of the wheel installs is my domain name, my license, my LLC. It's my company. It's in my name.
That's beautiful.
You can check it out.
A turn of the wheel.
A turn of the wheel. Okay. Turn of the wheel installs. There's a Facebook page you can find that, if you need your gas range, dishwasher, microwave, not to plug myself, any of that installed.
Do it.
TVs mounted, home security cameras, all that stuff. We do that stuff. Cool.
That's beautiful.
Hit me up on Facebook.
Anybody needs some help with any of that stuff, hit him up.
I don't really repair appliances, so if you're gonna ask me to fix your dryer, that's not that's not in the wheelhouse. I'll pick up and install the new one.
Yeah. So how long have you had your LLC?
Only like 4 months.
Okay.
I think I haven't done anything with it yet. The business is kind of on hold.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to do work for Best Buy, they want me to have a $2 million insurance policy and $500,000 auto insurance policy, and so that's why I'm working 2 jobs to save up to get us back doing that.
That's cool that you have. I mean, it's an attainable goal.
Yeah, and video only is shopping around. They're kind of slow right now, but they're probably going to start using us for all their TV installing good needs and there's like 3 stores in the Northwest.
How okay, so how has that affected you? Like it feels good to accomplish things and to like reach goals, even if they're like small goals. I try to tell people to like even set like goals, numerous goals for the day, just little things, because if you just have one long-term goal in
Yeah.
reach and you never like it takes months or years to reach that goal and you're not accomplishing things along the way, like it just feels daunting and stuff.
Yeah, you feel like a failure.
Yeah, but how has that affected your like mental health? I mean, so does that make you feel like a little bit more like you've accomplished or like you belong, or
Yeah, it makes me feel more like a real boy.
Mhm.
Because like my grandpa and my uncle are both very successful business owners
Mhm.
who I don't think really take me seriously, and then they hire me to do the stuff because
Okay.
I'm better at it than them.
Yep.
But
Yep.
it's not that I want to just like stick it to them, but like the doubt that I've felt
Mhm.
from them most of my life, just that one piece of paper. Like I got my first piece of mail sent to me as a turn of the wheel.
I love that.
And I was like, yeah, it's on my fridge, bro.
Yep.
I put that shit on my fridge right away.
That's awesome.
It was a bill. I owed them more money for it, but it was like
whatever.
I was like, yeah, put it up there.
Yep. So so you had to like you got a bank card and shit. And,
it literally was just a piece of mail for because when you have to like do like a filing fee and all that stuff. It was like my congratulations, you're official. Pay us money.
Pay us more money.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Though.
Yeah, it felt good though. I was like, oh, money, but also fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, felt pretty good.
Do you I like to promote self-care a lot. Do you have any forms of self-care that you do?
I don't know. I don't really think about that.
Yeah.
The positives, of or like the outlets. I've only recently started really writing again, which is how I know that my past relationship that I was in for 2 years wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
Because I was blocked off, and so it's writing again. Like,
cool.
I play video games here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I just downloaded and started playing that RoboCop game, and it was so nostalgic. So ridiculous. Like I was just my girlfriend's over here playing her thing, and I just keep being like, "Oh fuck yeah!" Just the nostalgia of it. I was like, "Oh, I get to be RoboCop."
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, self-care is cool, even if it's just gaming.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
Don't let anybody tell you that's not self-care. Escapism is a thing, man. Read a book.
Yeah.
Play a game, watch it, binge watch a TV show, man. It counts.
Yes.
If that's what clears your head, man, do it.
Just something to check out for a little bit.
Yep.
Decompress.
Try to keep it healthy.
Yeah. I want to talk about the tour a little bit. We went on tour in 2020. Was it 2020, 2019?
It had to be 19 October because
because COVID was 20.
Yeah, we came back, and a couple months later, COVID fucking popped off.
Okay, so we went on tour October of 19.
Yep.
And then I went to the Grand Canyon February of 20.
Yep.
A few months later, and then like as we were driving back across the country, like the country was shutting down for COVID.
Yeah.
The night of the Kasky show, and that was like the last thing I remember of the free world.
That was because it was literally that night that Kate Brown passed the law that you couldn't have gatherings of more than 10 people.
Yeah.
And we had 200 plus people, but it passed that day. Yeah. So it wasn't like we were just under the wire.
I remember they shut down the NBA that day too.
We were the last, we had to be Salem's last show.
Yeah.
And for what turned out to be 2 years,
the last legitimate show. I mean, there was some shady shit. Had some. I didn't ever meet in a house and do shows in a house or anything.
Right. Just single-handedly spreading the COVID virus.
No. But yeah, so we went on tour, and the promoter was a dickbag, and
it's con artist, man.
Yeah. And we kind of got screwed over, and like it was a great fucking time, and it was really like a growing time for me as an artist. I'd never gone out of state like to do multiple shows like that, and so it was awesome. Uh, but like as things kind of fell apart, and we were so far across the country, and I had taken time off of work, and I was already like not making enough money, and I just like spiraled,
Yeah,
and I felt the
I watched
depression
it.
like hit, and it was so like you guys could see that. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I know I felt, and I just like shut down, and I was just like,
Yeah,
sitting,
it was rough to watch for sure. When we were all, Aaron and I were trying to be like hype men, positive, like, yeah, hey, like we got the next one, we got the next one, even though both of us were like, this is dog shit.
Yeah, and it sucked for me because I didn't want to ruin it for everybody. And I felt, and still to this day I kind of feel like part of me is like, fucking suck it up or whatever, but like it just, I don't know, so many different factors went into like it just spiraled, and my wife fucking drove across the country.
Get you a partner like Savannah that'll drive cross
dude.
country in less than 24 hours.
I was like, babe, I'm not feeling it right now. I'm spiraling. Like shit's not good. I need to just get back home and get back to work and start making money because I'm not, it's not what I signed up for, and I didn't at that time, being so far away from home, I didn't have the fucking tools and the strength to like just get through it and get to the end of the tour. And dude, she
like
drove,
straight up Bugs Bunny showed up in Albuquerque.
bro. Yeah, she drove to New Mexico straight through. She had a couple $100 for gas, and she didn't stop at all.
Didn't she get there in like 20 hours or something?
She drove straight through. She
Fucking
picked
wild,
me up,
bro.
She picked me up at like 9 o'clock that night in New Mexico. We had a show that night
at a clothing store.
So badass, dude.
They were chill as fuck.
The picture right behind you on the wall where I'm pointing, the second one from the bottom, right there. Yep. That's at that venue.
Yeah. What was it called? Home. Oh man, I really love those guys.
So many cool paintings, and
it was like, native owned, and it was all
like shirts
run.
and murals on the walls outside and shit. Dude, and she picked me up. So we performed at that. We performed at that show. She picked me up at 9, and I drove straight from being up that morning, making it to New Mexico, performed, and then I drove 20 hours.
It's like 20 hours,
home, and didn't sleep, and I was falling asleep, and like that was probably one of my, I don't want to say one of my darkest times, but that was probably one of my roughest times mentally that just hit me out of nowhere. And it was just like, bro,
well, day after day,
crazy.
We had how many shows was it? Like it was supposed to be like 9 shows or something in 5 different states, 6 different states. And this guy had all these promises for us of like these huge events we were going to play. We come to find out later that he threw his own tour like a couple days ahead of ours. So all of the destinations along the way that were good, he took and then just gave us like these little shitty ones he found at the last minute. We went to one that it didn't even know we were coming.
Yeah. Like they had a flyer. We weren't even on the flyer.
Yeah,
they like it was just like, man,
I got to give a shout out to all the fans and friends, because we were in, I think it was when we were in Denver.
Shout out to Fort Collins, bro.
Oh yeah, dude, fuck yeah. Fucking Joe Dugan,
yes,
and Nick, shit, I'm blanking on his last name right now. They're if you want to look up their music, they are In Team.
Yeah.
And they're dope. They're really good,
super dope, super
really
lyrical.
Good artists.
Yeah.
And when we went to Fort Collins, we weren't even supposed to go to Colorado. We diverted south to Colorado. Yeah, right? Aaron was in the back on Facebook, like looking for open mics or something, and we went up like after Hobson, and at this little place that was called Hodie's Hideaway. I will never forget that place. And we performed, and the Joe Dugan liked our shit and was like, hey man, come back to my place and you guys can spit over some beats. The 4 of us were so enraged about being snowed in Whitehall that he gave us a beat. I think in like an hour we had separated and wrote our 4 verses and put that. I'm still sad that track didn't get more traction, because it's so raw.
Yeah, I remember that for sure. I just listened to that. I think I listened to it. I don't know where I listened to it, but
it's on like SoundCloud. I think is the issue. But we could totally put it on Spotify because
it's original.
It's his beat.
For sure.
Yeah.
We should.
When he was Phonosapien at the time, but he was chill, dude. He gave us like I think it's funny how well me, Riz, and Aaron all write together because and Stormy on this as well. We don't write with him as much.
Right.
But we all wrote separately and talked about the same shit.
It was all, yeah.
And we called out Fort Collins and
Yep.
Joe was dope. He gave us a bunch of free beats that I still fuck with.
Bro, he let us sleep.
Yep.
We were down bad, dude.
Bad.
We were down bad. We were because we had to divert and because like all like just the things were happening, we ran out of money.
Yeah.
And we had to get on Facebook like halfway through the tour and be like, yo, hey fans.
Yep. Shout out to all of them.
We're stuck and we need money.
Didn't they come overnight? I think we went, it was like $2,100 or something. Like we had nothing. I was poor on before I left. Like I wasn't even going to go. And they were like, the homies here were like, we got you, just come.
And I didn't have enough money for me to go, but we were like, this is going to fucking happen. We're going to get paid. We're going to sell merch and we're going to get paid for these shows as we go. And it's going to be fine. And dude, one of the things I remember is sleeping on Joe's fucking floor at his house with his dog. cuddling his dog on the floor, just some random fucking pit bull dog. And I'm just like, dude, it grounded me because I was like, dude, I miss my dog and I need, and like,
right,
man, that was tough. Andrew says, how old are you, Ryan, when you did that tour? 2019 was
6 years ago.
I was like 30, like 34, probably
73.
Yes.
Yeah. Going on 85. I was just joking around about that with my girl last night because I wrote a verse and rapped it to her. And I was like, yeah, nothing more legit than an almost 40-year-old man rapping to his girlfriend in the attic.
Yes. Yes.
It gets funnier every year.
And I saw a pelican.
No, you did not.
I saw a pelican.
He thought he did.
Bro.
We were hundreds of miles from the ocean. He's like, oh my God, a pelican.
We were in Colorado.
No, we were in fucking Wyoming, bro.
Okay.
And he's like, he's driving and he just goes, oh shit, a pelican. I've never seen one. I'm like, well, you still haven't because that's a crane.
Yeah. You still haven't. I'm like,
he's like, we just all started laughing. Oh, that was a much needed laugh. Hundreds of miles from the ocean. That's a lost ass pelican.
Yeah. Wyoming sucks too. There's nothing there.
Dude, it was weird. It's cows and barren land.
Yeah. That's so funny. Andrew says it's a humbling experience for sure. Yeah. Yeah. You mean going on tour or when stuff doesn't go right? They were both humbling. It was really cool going on tour.
We had some fun though.
Yeah, it was awesome. There were some great times. Then you guys did a couple more shows on the way after I left.
Yeah, we finished it out.
I'm jealous about the one in what one did you do after me that was like dope? Was it Las Cruces, New Mexico, or was it?
No, I don't think we did another. We did two in Albuquerque.
Okay, so it was the second one.
Yeah,
with the homie DJ. Who?
So, no, that. You're talking about when we performed with Zone, because that was in Bend.
No, there was a different one.
Because what the Albuquerque thing, what happened was we performed. It was like a little strip mall. We performed at that clothing store, and the dude next door owned it was CBD infused soda store.
Right.
And he dug it and was like, hey, if you guys stay another night, I'll throw a show for you at my venue. And it was real private and like it wasn't like really a show. It was he had a bunch of different artists from locally come by. And like they were like slam poets, and
that's cool.
Yeah, and we all just we performed out of his little personal karaoke machine.
I thought you guys did like a show with some DJ that like is homies with.
Yeah.
Damn, Aaron.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that guy's name?
Oh my God. Well, his name is Lalo.
Oh, DJ Frito.
Yeah. And he does like big shit. Like, I mean, he came up with
he made
DJ fucking Jazzy Fresh.
Okay.
Or Jazzy,
yeah.
Jazzy Jeff. I don't know how I forgot that.
He made the beat for my Dame Lillard track.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot you're gone by then.
Yeah.
We ended up at his place. Maybe it was Las Cruces.
There was some dude named Nick or something.
Nick was at the Fort Collins show.
No, okay. I think I'm gonna have to do a little research because I think there's another guy.
Maybe. I mean, a lot of this got blocked out, but yeah, Lalo let us stay at his place. And we did a show the next night. It was a pretty big venue. It was a pretty fun show. I wish that more people came out to it.
I think you guys said that there wasn't many. There was like a taco night or something.
Yeah. It was that place would have been sick.
Yeah.
It just wasn't really popping.
Okay.
But it was fun. I mean, that was the most popping of any of the shows we did the whole time on tour.
Yeah.
And it was like, it actually felt like they were expecting us. So that was nice.
Right. Yeah, that tour was cool though. I mean, it is what it is. It's a core memory of mine, whether it's a positive or a negative one.
Yeah, I mean, I got goods and bads from that. Like I had fun with my friends. Aaron and I got in our first fight. And then made up immediately afterwards and been even better friends ever since.
Yeah, I just remember. Yeah, I remember all the times in the van driving and shit.
Yeah,
like that was cool shit.
4 people in a minivan is eventually bound to lead to some stressors.
Yeah. So I like to advocate for mental health. Obviously, I started this podcast. What do you advocate for?
I don't really support a lot of charities because you never know what they're doing with their money. Mm-hmm. But the Trevor Project is one that I really like. Okay. They help with suicide hotlines and mental health tools for gay and transgender youth.
Okay.
So people that are already vulnerable and young going through that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. They have resources to help people like get out of their toxic home environments. Cool. And, suicide awareness, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I advocate for that. Yeah. The Trevor Project. Cool. That's a good one. I found I discovered that one through watching Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. It's one of the ones that he always advocates for. And I tend to agree.
Cool.
Awesome. I think that people are who they are, and it's not my place to tell them who they are, and I don't think anybody should be ashamed to be.
And people are just mean, dude.
Oh yeah,
like people are mean. Like whether you have no matter what your opinion on that is, like don't be fucking rude, bro.
Yeah,
like just
it's what does it hurt you that they want to be something you don't think they should be? Right. Like fuck off.
And so that's cool that there's resources and shit for dealing with that, because the world is like a cruel place sometimes, for sure.
I saw weirdly enough a meme the other day that personified it, how I feel about it perfectly, and it was a flagpole, and it was the transgender and gay, like the whole LGBTQA QI plus flag. Yeah. And it said, "Consider me the pole. I'm straight but supportive." And I was like, yeah, that right there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Cool, man. And so where can people you got any new music coming out? Where can people find you?
I am on all major platforms. I don't have a lot on there. Most of it's me featured on this guy or Cody Nash's tracks. But just Mposter on Spotify, Pandora. There's stuff on YouTube. I really need to get more active, honestly. The last couple years have been a lot of struggle and working to try to keep my business going. And
it's
finding time's hard. You got to do it though.
The time in between the creative process is the fuel that feeds the fire. You know? So like you have to have times away.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I have a lot of music that I've written.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I really just want to meet more producers because I hate not working with someone directly. Like I really want to do like a atmosphere style situation, where it's you and the producer, like working directly. Yeah. It's just so much more natural. Like coming from metal and punk rock, sitting in the room making the song together works a lot better than just finding a beat. Yeah. And, okay, cool. And it seems to me everything on YouTube right now is just lo-fi and trap. No, nothing against either one of those types, but man, I need variety.
Something else.
Yeah. Not everything could just be like, yeah. I already write sad boy emo shit. I don't give me something hyphy.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, I think that's about all I got for you. I would like to say I want to take a moment and just thank everyone that has tapped into the channel, whether it's viewing the shorts or going back after the lives and watching the full episodes, or sharing it with friends. We're almost at 400 subs. And if we get to 500 subs, I'm going to do something cool. I don't know what it is yet. We're still a ways off, but
shit, I feel like now I'm going to go home and just pump this up till you get 500 overnight and have to come up with something.
Yep.
Put that fire under your ass.
Yeah. So anything you guys can do to help that out, hit the thumbs up button and share it and put some comments in here. All that stuff, all of the above helps out the algorithm. And so, dude, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
And you heard it here, 500 subs, and he will do the next show in a Speedo.
Maybe. I just might do that.
I just lost you 100 subs.
Oh, yeah, everybody's like, no, I'm out of here, man.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was awesome. And I think my next episode is this Wednesday. We're gonna have Stano on 6 o'clock. So be there, and we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Before I lay me down, let's get this off my chest first. Excerpt of my life, I call it my next verse. I'm stressed, keep it in perspective, I'm an expert about this Northwest way of life, hey, it could end worse.